So I'm gonna do here, I'm cooking Asian potatoes. I don't cook that common
He was
food.
born of Elizabeth, the son of Zechariah.
I don't cook common food, dear viewers.
Proclaimed the Messiah. He was as bold as a lion, and he knew no fear. And also a man, coat of camel hair. Big John. Big John. Big Baptist John. Big John. In the wilderness of Judea, here and there, he was preaching repentance. It was very loud and clear. O generation of vipers who have warned you to flee from the wrath to come. Better listen, Pharisee. He preached to the sinner, the thief, and the liar. Only one way out of that burning lake of fire. The truth thundered forth from this righteous man, and those that believe found the promised land. Big John. Big John. Big Baptist John. Big John.
Ginger,
chosen by the Father to baptize the Son, it was
red,
there in
white
the Jordan.
vinegar.
This awesome thing was done. The Holy Ghost descended as the word
Filipino soy
dove.
sauce.
A mighty voice thundered from heaven above. This is my Son in whom I am well pleased. John, his friend, none greater than he. He told
All right, Asian
about
potatoes
God the
here.
Son. He never
Yep.
preached until the job was done.
So that's what I'm making right now, dear viewers. Asian potatoes. I'm Asian-fying my food. I don't cook that common stuff, so.
Now, 2,000 years later, the story is still
So
being
this
told.
is it here. This is the first weekend of fall 2022. I gotta get some hemp fruits here. Yep, so you can see it's not. Sun was peeping out earlier, but not now. He's kind of hiding. I gotta get some hemp fruits. So let's see if I can do this here.
Sure did it good. Baptist John. Now there's one thing John wants you to know. It's a fearful matter to lose your own soul. So call upon the Lord while you still can. And better take the advice of this mighty righteous man. Big John. Big John. Big Baptist 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 John.
So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to beat these eggs, crack the eggs. So, you see that? Oops, so crack the eggs. Check my food here. Digging it. Yeah, with the lid's gonna cook much better. You know, I might put a little bit more vinegar on here. Yeah, vinegar, Chinese vinegar. And he never even brought them back. Businessman. Very slow. Extremely slow. Yeah, potatoes are cooking well. Nicely. Beautiful potatoes. A little back on here. That will steam them. Yeah, I left my chopsticks at my brother's house because we brought them back. Say he was, but he's very slow at getting stuff done. Way slow. Hope you can see me alright. Egg. A little good maybe. Okay. Perfecto. Let me see just a drop of milk. Good. Come on, make some light. Okay, now
Good afternoon and welcome to Live with Pastor Al. Got a Bible question? Wondering what to make of current events? Call now.
Okay, let's go.
677-9673.
Hope you like my video.
That's 888-677-9673. Now, open your Bibles, open your minds, and join the conversation with your host, Pastor Al Davis.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Live with Pastor Al. I'm your host, Pastor Al Davis. Forgive me for my voice here today. I had a little summer something going on, and my voice is a little rough here, but we'll get through this. And I hope you'll stick with us here this afternoon. We got a great program planned here today. Special guest calling in will be joining us in just a moment. But let me remind you, you can find us online at livewithpastoral.com. That's livewithpastoral.com. And you can find out more about us there. You can find out more about our church, the Richfield Bible Baptist Church, where I'm the pastor. Invite you to come out and visit us sometime. You have more information about that, including our Friday night Bible study. It'll be coming up at the end of the program. And also there's links to some articles and things that I've written, as well as past programs. You can find all that at livewithpastoral.com. And we're going to go ahead and jump right into things here this afternoon. I have got a guest I've been meaning to get on again for some time, but just never quite came to be. But with some things happening in the news and everything lately, dealing with UFOs and revelations from the government, I contacted a friend of mine in Canada by the name of Ian Juby. And I believe Ian is on the phone with us right now. Welcome, Ian. Glad to have you back on Live with Pastor Al.
Good afternoon, Pastor Al.
Hey.
Back on the air.
Yeah, it's been a while. You've been on before. We talked about dinosaurs and human beings in the Bible and in evolution versus creation, which is, of course, one of your primary focuses of interest. But you've also done a great deal of research in UFO phenomena, haven't you?
Yeah, and that was I was kind of thrown into it by force.
Well, you were abducted?
No, I was not. But it turns out a lot of my friends were.
There we go.
and that was one of the first of many surprises I would have over about a period of about 48 hours. That would have been probably 14 years ago, 15 years ago, something like that. And it was. Well, and if you don't mind, I'll just explain. I was basically back when I was on the road touring with my creation museum. I watched over the years during my question and answer periods, which were always quite popular at all my talks. I watched over the years as the number one question started out, "What about global warming?" Which has nothing to do with creation or evolution, but it was the most common question. And I watched almost overnight it changed from that to what about aliens and alien life on other planets, things like that. I was at a teen Bible camp in Alberta, and I had about 8 different people in the space of 24 hours come up to me and ask me about aliens.
Well, I was going to interject there. When you think about it, you mentioned about having your traveling creation museum and this coming up. And I've encountered this too because, the Bible talks about the creation of the heavens and the earth and the focus of life in the creation, of course, on earth, man and the animals and such not. And then we also have the angelic beings that are created that are there. So there is a tie-in. And before we get too far afield, if you could, tell people where they can find out some more information about some of your work.
Sure. Currently, the 2 best places would be my website, ianjuby.org, IANJUBY.org, or I have a television show now that I've been producing for a number of years called Genesis Week. And it airs here right across Canada and in parts of the U.S. And they can catch that either on the airwaves or at genesisweek.com. That's probably about the 2 best places.
And certainly I encourage people to check those out. And you've got a lot of good information there. And one thing I appreciate about your Genesis Week videos and some of your earlier Crevo rants, remember those? That it's not dry presentation of things. You've got a good off-the-wall sense of humor that you inject, which I appreciate. But anyway, getting back to the whole UFO phenomena, and we see this, and you said that it became your number one question when you were traveling, giving talks on creation. And why do you think that started to become the number one question?
I'm honestly not sure. It's just, but, well, let's back up for a second, because most people don't realize is this is a creation or evolution topic.
Right.
Specifically, as you mentioned, aliens are specifically discounted in the Bible. But alien life and aliens are firmly rooted in the theory of evolution, because the common mantra is we evolved here, surely we evolved somewhere else. And the problem is, statistically speaking, we cannot have evolved here. There is literally millions of reasons why we could not have evolved here, why life could not have arisen from non-life here.
I did it.
So now you want to take infinity, in the odds of infinity to 1, and multiply it by 2, because now you want to evolve life from non-life
dear viewers.
elsewhere in the universe as well. So it's doubly
Okay, well,
possible.
I'll be back. I'm going to eat
yes,
my
that is the mantra.
meal here.
Is that surely we evolved. We
God
evolved
bless.
here, surely we evolved elsewhere.
Big hello to the
Whereas in
beautiful,
Genesis,
loving
it
wife,
specifically says
little Eve.
God created the
And I see you in the next clip.
stars and the planets, the sun in the skies as signs for seasons, times, etc. It was made for us. It wasn't made. None of them were made to be home of E.T., for example.
Mm-hmm.
When Jesus Christ came to earth to die for sinners,